My dad started the company back in 1982 when my older brother, he was born with really bad skin. He had eczema and a little bit of psoriasis.
He was getting rashes and we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. The only solution was to take steroidal creams. So I just did some research and had no idea that you could make soap.
He decided that he would try to work at making the most pure, natural soap that you could.
When he came home saying he wanted to make soap for a living, our family were very worried that we would not be able to make a go of it. On the other hand, the community were really positive.
He would just create out of the needs of his customers and also just out of the desire to help people.
We had one woman who was undergoing chemo and needed something very, very gentle for her skin. So she consulted with Gary about him producing something specifically for her. And we still have that soap with us today.
That soap that you buy at the grocery store is just detergent, and it actually is twice as drying as regular soap.
Because of the high quality olive oil that we use, you don't even need moisturizer when you're using our soap.
People would pull into our driveway, walk up our hill to our garage and buy soap from us. I was in my first year of law school working really hard, excited for the future, and I got this phone call from my mother. The company was at risk.
We really didn't know what the future would hold for SallyeAnder as a company.
I realized that I needed to come home, take the reins, and figure out how we could keep the company running.
When Sally came in, it was at the perfect time to reimagine our whole company and to really bring the ingredients out to the forefront.
Our recipes are the same as they were back in the 80s. Finally, people are really catching on to what we've been doing for so long.
It turned out to actually be such a turning point in the company.
Sally's made more of a success than I thought was possible. She is an exceptional woman.
When I first became a mother, I had already been running SallyeAnder for about 3 years, and I understood a lot more of how my dad really started the company out of this need, but mostly out of love. He loved your child so much that you want them to be healthy. And I was so thankful that the recipes that my dad created 30 years ago were still just as fantastic as they are today. Since 1982, we've really grown. We've really flourished. Our customers have really taken hold of what we are doing. You can find SallyeAnder soaps in about 2,000 stores all over the country and in Canada. We make over 1,000 bars of soap a day. Our flagship store right here in Beacon, New York is on Main Street, and we're about a 10-minute walk to our factory. So we can really interact with the store on a daily basis to know if there's a complaint or a concern, or if there's a deep love and excitement for something. We know that firsthand.
It's our life's work to create products that would help people, not just be pretty bars, not just smell good.
I was like, oh, this really works, Dad. It made me feel really proud of my parents and also really grateful that this was what we were doing with our lives.